Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome to Rebuilding Conversations. My name is Waweru Wangari, and thank you so much guys for subscribing, for liking, for commenting. Keep sharing to your friends. Let's grow together. On our episode today, we are having a very amazing guest, a beautiful young woman who is here to inspire other young women from a story of hurt to her rebuilding herself once more. So let's go straight ahead to introducing our guest. Karibu sana.
Wacheni niongee.
Karibu, introduce yourself.
Thank you. My name is Tatiana, a friend to Wangare, and a sister to many, and an enemy too. No, just joking. And a friend to all.
Nice.
Yes.
So tell us just a brief intro about yourself, what you do, generally whom you are.
I'm a mother.
Great.
To a very beautiful young girl, and I'm a sister to my handsome brothers, and I am my mother's pride.
What do you do?
Okay, I have transitioned from the medical industry. I'm now working in the garage itself.
Nice.
I'm working with chassis.
Okay. Chases. Nice. So we would want to just hear your story. I am so sure you have told me behind you want to inspire young women into making better decisions for themselves. So maybe just give us a background of your story, where heart came in.
I'll say my first heartbreak came from my father. When I say that, it gets emotional, but with time, with therapy, I'll not say I've healed, but I'm in the way of rebuilding. Because a parent, it's not optional for a parent to love their kid.
Child, yeah.
Yes. So I felt like my first heartbreak came from my father. And from there, it has gone on and on, but we are here now.
Nice, that is beautiful. So just give us, so maybe you could tell us what has the trauma, of course, that came from maybe your dad not being in part of your growing up. What did it lead you to? Because, yeah, what did it lead you to? Like, what are the, you know how you project things from your past and they attract you to something new. You get what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah. Hi. I'll say him not being a part of most of my life. He was part of my life, but from my teenhood to where I am right now, he hasn't been a part of my life.
Yeah.
Yes. And I felt it was important for him to be there for me as a teen. You see, where you'll go to school and someone will say, my dad did this for me, my father came yesterday and we went to do this. It got to me. And with that, as a woman, it got me to thinking, if my mother did it, why not me?
So that's what pushed you to rebuilding.
Yeah. Since my father was absent in my life, I was doing a lot I had this notion, I am not lovable, I am not enough. So I was going beyond my wings to keep people in my life. And that is where it all started.
That's where it all started. So I'm assuming the main problem ended up being you and how you relate with the other gender. Yeah, so maybe you could give up growing up after maybe your dad was not in the picture anymore. How did you relate with men or just male people?
I'll say before I started this journey of rebuilding, I was bitter. And at all times, I will want to prove a point. So if I'm doing something, I'll go beyond. I'll go an extra mile for me to be an extraordinary woman.
So at what point did you start rebuilding? What pushed you to rebuilding?
my beautiful daughter. Every journey has its beautiful story. And mine, my daughter is the beautiful story behind my previous relationship. I'll say it was a good journey because in that I learned a lot. What to do, what not to do, what to expect and what not to expect. And I'll say that helped me to grow in a woman's perspective of how to relate with this other gender. In that I mean, if you've not grown in a household where there is a father, there is a way a man would want you to stay in their house. And to make the story sad, a little bit sad.
You're smiling. Okay.
We were both we both had daddy issues. So it was so difficult for the both of us to meet kila mtu at their point of view.
Tell me more about your relationship.
I'll say I've been loved in what girls know loved, like being taken on dates, dinner dates, being bought flowers, being driven to work, all the nice beautiful things. I'll say it was a beautiful journey. But all the beautiful journeys, they have their behind the curtains. Because when you used to meet for a girls' night outs, everything was perfect. But when I go back to the closed doors, it was chaotic.
What was chaotic?
I'll say, never be a wife to a boyfriend. That is where the problem now
began.
Yes. I was doing wifely duties on a girlfriend's level. I'll say cost sharing bills, which was my first mistake because I really wanted to fit into his world.
Do you feel like that was like you were projecting from your past traumas with your dad?
Clearly, I'll say yes, because I felt like if I don't meet him at his point of need, he might leave.
Oh, no.
And you see, you want to keep this person because he has truly shown you you're really important to them. So you're doing everything, to keep them close.
What's one big thing you ever did that left you feeling I overstepped?
Wacheni nionge. Okay, I wouldn't say I regret, but it was something I learned from. We were investing together. We first had a joint account where we used to save money. And then from that joint account, we bought a car jointly.
Okay.
Yes.
So at what point did you feel now, like did you ever settle down with him, like live in one house, or you were just living the normal boyfriend relationships we know? Jioni after date, kwenda ama sleepovers? How was the setup for you guys?
Tukwenda sleepover miezi 3 ni mingi.
Hiyo ni ndoa. Okay.
I'll say we were on and off. I'll go for sleepovers. I'll say I was still paying my house rent while I'm still
living with
him.
Yeah. Okay, at what point now did you feel now, I don't think this relationship is working for me and now it's a wrap. I need to work on my heart before now starting to rebuild? What was your trigger point?
When I realized I didn't love myself more and I loved him more. That was the turning point. In that I mean, every time we had an argument, relationship-wise, I'll apologize first. I'm the one who is always ready to mend things and make things like work. So at some point I was like, when you have a stop and you're like, pause kidogo, You mean all along, if I don't call you, if I don't text you, our conversations will
not be there.
Yes.
So that's when you woke up and you were like, I am done. Twende tukiendanga.
Kabisa.
Nice. So how did you said you have a daughter. Tell us how it came about and how the journey has been for you.
Shetani na timings zake. You see, once I came to the realization like this is not working for me, then boom,
we are pregnant. Oh my God. That is actually sensitive, you know, because you had the options. We speak as things are in the current generation. You had the option to either keep it, because you see it's a relationship you're over and done with, but you're expectant for this person. What pushed you to keeping your child despite the environment of how things are going?
Number one, I would like to appreciate my mother for the way she has raised me. So I'd say, looking back at the way my mom will do things for me and all that, I think the motherly love stuck me immediately. So I had no option but to keep my baby. All in all, in as much as things are not working out here, my baby is my baby. We are here, so we are starting this.
Wow, that is beautiful. But let me take you back kidogo. Something that has actually remained constant with most women who have left relationships, marriages, to start up building, especially now that there's a child in the picture, is that most are not empowered. How was the situation for you? Were you working? Were you dependent? How was the situation for you at this point?
Mimi nayo kujituma sijawahi wacha na siwachi. I was working and I am still working. I'll say actually, me being able to like provide for my basic needs, like I'm able to meet my needs, helped me a lot in making the decision I'm gonna keep
your
this
child.
Yes, because I'll say I'm not supporting abortion or anything, but those girls who go beyond to think like I cannot keep this, it's because of circumstances. And I thank God at that time those circumstances were not an option for me, because financially I will not say I was there, but I was not bad
in a bad place. That is beautiful. So it actually made things quite easier for you.
Yes.
Nice. So take us through the journey of pregnancy. This time you're doing it alone.
Yes. Now we have learned we are pregnant. I am pregnant. And I'm keeping it. So it's time to break the news, of course, because at that time we are still together. So I break the news. They received the news so well. But again now, hell lose. Because now there is a question of, is the baby mine or not?
What do you mean?
Those are meant for you.
Had you ever seen any red flags with this person? Because at this point, this sounds like a completely different person from the person you met before.
I think red was my favorite color. At this point, I'll say that. Because never let someone show you, I am this, in so many ways. One, I'll say I ignored so many red flags. One being the way someone would, the one you're with in the house is not the same person you're with outside. Two different people. I mean, you should be one person. That was one. Two, there is a way you will be having conversations. Musikwe mnafunguka kwa relationship. There are things you will confess to your partner, and then they'll be like,
Noted. Noted, yeah.
So I used to ignore those things. When you open up and tell someone you body counts, it should have raised an alarm.
Yeah.
But I was experienced.
Tell us about the journey of you rebuilding from betrayal? Because at this point, this is the highest level of betrayal, because this is someone you are committed to.
I think there were a series of events before now you come to. You see how women will give men deadlines. Nah, they are not aware about it.
Yeah.
I was working with that now. He'll do a couple of things. Maybe I'll be able to mention one or two. Like I'll say, you see the way you try and you're in a relationship and you still want to balance your girlfriend's relationships, like your girls' night outs, those things. So you talk with your person, he's okay, you're going out with your girls. I go out with my girls.
Go Jenny, ni funny jump the girls.
You had spoken about that with your person and they were okay to start with. I go out with my girls, we have fun, and then it's time now to go back. Naenda kuanza kesi jamani. So like in that, I'm okay. The way they'll say, at someone loving you too much is okay. To some extent, it is not okay. Because you see, I have a life beyond us.
Person,
Yes. And for him, it felt like he only wanted me for himself. I shouldn't have a life apart from our relationship.
This is actually crazy, because now it means you have to even build from a point of friendships, because this person has drawn you from your inner circle. It's you and him peke yenu.
Kabisa.
Wow, interesting. So let's go back to you now rebuilding. You're pregnant. How was your pregnancy journey alone?
I'll say it has its beautiful bit of it, and of course the sad bit of it, because no one expects to do this alone. I want to thank God for my friends who were there for me. God bless them for me, because they really played a big part in. So I didn't feel the void of him in as much in as much as I really would have wanted to do this with him. The void was not felt as much. But yes, we did it. From clinics to purchasing the baby's things to now delivery, I did it
by myself.
What was the most
difficult part of the journey being alone?
When I would go for my clinics, and at one point the doctor mentioned the father's name.
He knew the person, ama how did it come about?
You see, when I learned I was pregnant, I was still with him. So you see, when I started my clinics, we are still together. So you see that book, you fill in the parent details. So his name happened to be in the book.
You had filled it in.
Yes.
Oh, what did it do to you? What was that moment like?
Emotional, of course. I felt like it would have been beautiful if he was here. Not like it would make anything change, but the presence and just being a girl.
Just wanted there, I feel you.
Yeah. I got emotional at that point because I never want my daughter to experience my traumas. So at that point, it
hit you home.
At that time, it hit me home. Oh my God, this is not going to happen with my daughter.
So did it put you back to a situation where you felt, hey, I'm not redoing this story again, so let me try and reach out to this person. We try and rebuild and fix things and make a home for our little girl?
In as much as that urge was there, the other person, now how do I put it? When they say about co-parenting, it's about you two, not one party who is willing to do it. And when one party is the one that is willing to do it, it's not possible. I'll say I will go beyond and above for my daughter, but again, the other party Are they?
Takes two.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. So tell us about your baby is here. How was that moment for you?
Now my baby is here and my friends are coming in to visit, and family, of course. But what made it so emotional is when everyone else was coming to see my newborn, my mother walked in to see me.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Because I realized when she came in, she first came
To
held,
see you.
yes, held me, and then after like 5-10 minutes, it's like, oh,
Where's
the baby?
Oh my God, that is, clock it for your mom. That's, oh my God, that is beautiful.
Yes.
What did that do to you?
At that time is when I was like, oh, we are doing this now. I am a mom. Of course, I have my supportive mom there with me, and my friends, of course. So the journey started there. And I think from the moment I held my daughter, I knew this was a new beginning for us, because I don't want my daughter to have these traumas, So at that moment, I knew it was time for me to build a life with my daughter.
And that's where your rebuilding started.
Yes.
So you, from there, you locked it up, kabisa, like, I'm not reaching out, it is over, done now, me and my baby, we move on.
He had traumatized me enough when I was pregnant. And now, at that point, I had said, enough is enough. The baby is here. We are doing this.
Wow, that is beautiful. And how has it been raising a child?
So far, so good. I'll say God has been gracious. She turned 1 like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, nice. Beautiful, yay.
Yes, I have a very beautiful, healthy girl. I would want to raise her in a godly way, in a loving way. I would want my daughter to feel the love I have for her. Like, not even, I would want her to never feel the void of the dad not being there for her.
Oh, that is beautiful. That is so beautiful.
Yes.
What are the lessons you have picked up that you would want to pass on to the young girls watching you?
I would want to tell all the beautiful girls out here who are loved truly that love is a beautiful thing. But I'll say, don't go looking for love when you have not loved yourself enough. From the start, I'll say I was the problem because I was giving too much and receiving the bare minimum. And for that, I'll want to tell the girls out there, mujipende kwanza, and these other gender will love you. But first, love yourself.
You have to
as
love
a girl.
and choose yourself.
Yes, and when I say love yourself, I mean, you see what these things you think that men will do for you, do them for yourself first.
So that when they do it actually for you, you won't feel like it's love.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That is what I mean. And do all the things you can for yourself if you're able to. Travel the world, buy the latest car, buy the newest wig, the latest shoe, the latest iPhone. Because with that, when you love a man, you will love them for who they are, not what they do for you.
Offering.
Yes.
I feel one thing that's different with our generation is we are open with communication to our children, and I am so sure probably this is a conversation you never had with your mom. So what's one thing you will tell your daughter as she grows up to maybe escape the consequences that you have had to face due to the traumas between you and your dad?
I'll say giving birth to a child doesn't make you a mother or a father. You being there for the child, that is what makes the difference. For the father figures that are out there for my child, big up. They're doing an amazing job.
Oh, nice.
She will never feel that void because I have my brother, and my dad is also working on
you're building on your relationship right now.
Yes.
Oh, nice. That is
And he's been there for my daughter.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
This is actually a beautiful rebuilding part of you.
Yes.
How is your relationship with your dad right now?
I'll say we are working on things. We are not yet there, but we will be there.
Oh, nice. Do you feel hurt anymore?
I'll say it takes time, and I'm still on the journey of healing, because you see, these are wounds that will be wakened by things you'll come across in your day-to-day
Life,
activities. I'll say I've done like the most. I've done therapy, yapping with my girls, therapy, yapping with my girls, and accepted the situation as it is. You see, the first stage of healing is to accept the situation, and I did long time ago. So I'm doing great.
Oh, that is beautiful. Your journey is encouraging. It is not new. It is not the first. It is not the last. So it is actually beautiful to have you here, share your story. I know it is motivating so many people, young, older, of all generations. And I can't wait to see you become greater in your endeavors. So guys, with that, we are wrapping it up. Keep engaging with us, comment, share, subscribe, and see you on the next episode. Bye.